All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's get into our regular slot, the question of the day, and our trending topic. So let's start off first with the question of the day. This is what we're asking you this morning.
So what do you make of the Alliance of Faith Action to End GBV, comprising diverse faith leaders in the country to combat the scourge of gender-based violence? And it's that time of the year again, you know, when this finds a spotlight, you know, and prominence of place in South African society, where we raise the ante. It's not like we don't talk about it throughout the year, but this is when the 16 days of no violence against women and children take center stage.
All right, so get hold of us at Morning Live SABC, that is on X, and then you can also send us something on Facebook, Morning Live SABC, and the voice notes 078 459 1897. Right, looking forward to hearing from you.
Indeed. All right, let's move on to those trending topics now. And first up, hashtag Cricket World Cup 2023 final. And
Wow.
whoa.
Well done,
India.
Australia.
Jeez. Well done to the Aussies.
Absolutely.
But India, that was a shocker.
Wow. I mean, when we talk about, we were lamenting our fate against Australia and talking about choking. Well, that was the top trending word when we looked at the Indians. What happened? I don't know. Such a brilliant World Cup for them. And then Australia beat India by 6 wickets to claim their sixth title. So well done to Australia, but I can't imagine
they were on a total
Indian nation at all. Yeah. Very bad. But anyway, listen, well done. I must say, it did make me inside feel a little bit better to losing against Australia, because then you kind of thought, okay, well, they obviously are a really good team and they deserve to win. So well done to them. And pity for India, because they played a brilliant World Cup and one would have thought that they would have walked it and it was theirs on a platter. Unfortunately, wasn't to be the case. And Australia are now the world champions. So congrats to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, moving on to the next one, hashtag Summer 29th edition of the South African Music Awards. And this took place over the weekend. And that, of course, in Pretoria after KZN debacle and it moved to Pretoria. Yes. Remember all of that in the lead up. And then, of course, the awards took place and the netizens had a lot to say about what was going on. There was a lot happening, and even in the aftermath where you had Kelly Khumalo crying foul, essentially, and the Lifetime Achievement Awards, by the way, Ihashel Mhlophe, Vusiwe's dad, receiving that Lifetime Achievement Award. Gloria Bosman as well, and her daughter just gave this, heart-wrenching speech, and those were two of the recipients of the Lifetime Award. But it was good to see the awards.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah.
All things aside.
All things aside.
The fact that it went ahead.
And nice to celebrate the artists and the musicians and deservedly so. So well done to all of them. So.
And AKA posthumously, I think the two awards there, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going on memory at this stage.
Yeah, well done, so, absolutely. And then, of course, a little bit of bitterness as well. And I think that came in the fall of Kelly Khumalo. There was a trend around her too, not too happy that she didn't win. So, but I suppose,
shame, many people didn't win. Exactly. And that's the nature of awards.
That's the nature of award shows. All right, okay, next trend. And this is an interesting one, Danny Jordan. Okay, so there's a lot having around it, obviously. I mean, there was an article, I think it was yesterday in the City Press, talking very much so about old foes continuing to haunt Danny Jordan. Nwako Mohlabeng and Ria Ledwaba, fierce critics and old foes of Danny Jordan, were back in court this weekend. Yet another attempt to challenge the processes that led to the association's elections last year, and the two lost their bid to unseat Jordan during the elections in June. But however, there's now a new name that's been thrown into the mix, and that in the form, and this is what the Twitterati are on about, and saying Lucas Radebe. He should be the man to take over the job. That would be an interesting one. I don't know.
It would be. At this point, everyone has a preference, and it would be interesting to see ultimately when it does come to that point, which names actually emerge. Many have tried and failed.
Yes.
And, that's how it's been.
Nature of the game. But yeah, I mean, Lucas Radebe seems to be the name that's popping up here on social media. That's what is being spoken about on social media. I don't know about elsewhere, but the big headline in the Sunday world was Radebe guns for Safa presidency.
I wonder what the actual details are to this, but all the same, that's why Denny Jordan is trending various things. And of course, Rialet Waba did say she would want to sit down and hash out some of these things with Danny Jordan. But as I say, story for another day.
Indeed.
That's the trend of Danny Jordan. Next, hashtag Sasa.
Yeah, so again, people seeing through so it was a post from the ANC yesterday and on their official account saying the ANC remains committed to safeguarding the well-being of our people, especially through impactful social grants. Together we build a foundation to support ensuring no one is left behind. Visit your local voting station, and people looking at this and saying, that's what you're doing. You're using Sasa as your electioneering tool here. So they're talking to, for all of those who are still confused, the grants come from the state, not the ANC. That's just one of them. Then another one, yes, indeed, make everyone dependent on handouts from the state instead of educating them so they can prosper for themselves. And so on and so forth.
There's a lot of backlash
to this.
People saying the ANC is deliberately creating a dependent nation. Others saying that, don't forget, this is our tax money, it's not the ANC's money. So, the backlash was
a big one. It was a big
severe,
one. All right.